The Standing Bear Powwow's 25th annual event in Ponca City is where Native American heritage is brought to life. 6 tribes gather dressed in full regalia to sing and celebrate together with a wide variety of traditional dances. The powwow is open to the public. Tourists can enjoy food vendors and Native American arts and crafts booths. Ron Waller has been a bead artist for 20 years and has attended powwows for most of his life.
Well, I started when I was 5 years old. I was living in Fort Worth, Texas, and it was a Kiowa family living near us, and their kids were the same age as my brother and I, so we all ran around together. And one rainy morning, Elsie, the mother, said, "Boys, come here." And she started teaching us how to do beadwork because we couldn't go play outside. So she was a great beadwork artist, and her husband, Percy, was a great singer, composer, medicine man for the Kiowa tribe, and also he was a great dancer. So he started taking us to powwows when we were 5 years old also. So we kind of got into it that way. My heritage is actually Delaware and Caddo. My great-grandmother was Delaware, my great-grandfather was Caddo. They met in East Texas many, many years ago. And she would actually delivered my brother and I on my grandmother's farm. But we started getting involved when we were 5, like I say, and over the years we've become adopted in the Indian way by several tribes because we know everybody from the time we were very small until now.
The powwow is important to many people, including the elders, because they feel a lot of their culture has been lost throughout the years.
Our little kids, you know, we introduce them into their circle, which was sacred to us, and at a young age, so that they have the right to be in the circle. And some of that is falling aside. But, you know, they have to be brought into the circle, and we give away and stuff like that, so that they have the right to dance in the circle. But nowadays, you know, that's kind of falling to the side too. So some of our culture is lost. And some of us, you know, we're trying to bring it back and try to keep it, which is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of, sometimes you feel kind of sad because, you know, there's stuff that has been lost and, you know, we can't get it back anymore, you know, we can't get it back.
Waller's passion for beadwork is supported by personal struggles and his mission to help others.
Every penny goes to medical research for children. We support the National SIDS Foundation and the National Leukemia Society for research, and we do independent research as well. And we started doing that because 33 years ago I lost a son to SIDS, and then 4 years later I lost a daughter to leukemia. So that's very important to us to do the research. And so this is kind of what we do to kind of give back to the kids. We all own other companies that we make our living with. So it gives us the freedom to do what we do for the kids and things. So.
T.L. Walker is executive director of Standing Bear Park and Museum. She has been a part of the powwow for decades, but she says this year's is one of the most memorable.
This is my 21st one to have put together, so it means a lot to me. When we started in the very earliest days of the powwow, we rotated the host responsibilities from one tribe to another because we work with the 6 area tribes. And so as we did that, we learned about the differences in what each of the tribes did at their social gatherings like this. And then in 2005, when we dedicated this arbor, we brought all of them together and we had a tribal host committee. So there's one representative from each of the tribes and we sit down together and we decide how to do this powwow. So for me, that's probably the most significant thing about this powwow is that these 6 tribes, that one time a year, sit down at the table together and work on a project.